Hello, it seems like an age ago that the iPad Pro came out, but it's a week later now. I have just received what I think is going to be the keyboard. It's extremely heavy. It feels like the weight of a tile from a roof. It's like heavy clay tiles, but that sort of weight. So I'm guessing that's what this is. I am quite excited about it, although I am thinking that this is a bit of a hassle. I bought the Apple cover as well, which is like £40 or something ridiculous. And I've also bought this. So I've got a feeling that this keyboard might be a little bit more inconvenient than actually buying one of the Bluetooth keyboards or the new Bluetooth keyboard. So let's open it on the other camera and see how it goes. Okay, well, I don't know if other people, when they do their boxings or their unboxings, I don't know if they do what I'm doing, which is opening it from the very package that arrived. This is all part of the unboxing experience, if unboxing something is an experience, which I'm not entirely convinced it is, but I will go along with the flow. I know this is stuff people love to watch, and because I love to watch them. I love watching unboxings. It's kind of like if I can't get the item, there's nothing better than watching somebody else opening the item. It's quite nice to see, you know, the excitement when something arrives. Now, I've been so excited about these coming, or this coming. This is the Apple keyboard. I've been so excited about it coming. And then as soon as it arrived, I wasn't excited anymore. So let me see if I can do this justice so you can sort of see what's going on. As with most packaging, most of it is air. Let's see if I can pull this out. God, that is so heavy. Okay, there's some paperwork in there, there's just some paperwork in there, which I think is my delivery details, and this is just a sheet of cardboard, so really nothing else to look at there. Although I'm a big fan, as anyone who watches my channel knows, I am a big fan of keeping the packaging intact. So you'll watch me. I'll actually dissect this. So what we have here is the keyboard. Here's the box. And now I've never seen this before. I've not seen any unboxing videos for this. It's very interesting how they package this up together and how the keyboard is. I don't know. It's just all keyboards pressed against the cover rather than pressed against the screen, which would leave some imprint on there if that happened. So that's the cover. It's got it's got the keyboard, which I don't know. Am I excited about this? I hope so. I hope so. I think I am. I'm worried about how I'm going to be using it when when I'm lying in bed watching my iPad or all these other elements of use other than it sitting on my laptop, my desk like a laptop. Now let me just open it very surgically. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's now peeling off. I'm so anally retentive, aren't I? I'm not actually. I just know that this will be upgraded soon, and that this will be obsolete, and that and it could be the difference. Nice packaging, intact, nice packaging could be the difference between, well, maybe 50 quid. So it's worthwhile doing. For 50 quid, it's worthwhile doing, isn't it? Pop that back in the original box. So here we have a box. I think it goes around this way actually. It's a box that says designed by Apple in California. They've gone for this long look again. Let's see what's in here. What's in here? Oh, look, there's nice long bits of paper. What are these? Oh, instructions. I can't believe it. You actually need instructions on how to use something so mind-numbingly simple. So, as ever, I will keep these nice and fresh for the next owner, which will be in a year or so, maybe less, as Apple bring out something even fancier. It's twice as fast and half the weight and blah blah blah, and this becomes obsolete because that's how they make their money. It's like Gillette, you know, bringing out, oh, here's 3 blades. Oh, we made it better. Here's 4 blades. Right, okay, so this is going to be in order to do this, I think they've had a problem wrapping this. Okay, so I pull that there. And it pulls that there, and it's all very neat. Oh, it's lovely velvety feel. This is really nice, actually. So let me keep those clean. And that's just the bottom of the box. Nothing really else to see. That's the nice frosted material covering it. And here we have the cover itself, and the keyboard itself, I should say. It's got this isn't half as heavy as it was, or it seemed to be. Immediately trying to. I've got a metal surface here, and look, it's sticking to it already because this is all magnetized. You'd think screens and magnets would not go, but they do when it comes to Apple. Oh, so I'm just okay. So I've it's just sticking to everything. Okay, so that's that, and under here I think it's going to be a keyboard. Why do they have to put this here is interesting. I mean, do we not need to have this anymore once we start using it? So why do we have to use it for the short distance it has to travel? It's an interesting question. Is this keyboard going to become damaged very, very easily? I'm just putting the I was just putting that little piece of plastic away. So oh, there you go. So that there you can see how it kind of like it flops down. It's doing it all on its own, and it's kind of just popping in with it pointing up. It's quite, you can't really get it wrong. It's quite good, and this is held on here by this very thin membrane of rubber. And it is just a strip of what looks like plastic. Well, it can't be. It's metal. It's got the connectors there. That's quite good. So that's now sitting there, and it's kind of like flopping about a bit when there's no iPad on it. Do I care? Here's the keyboard. Now the keyboard, it feels very flat and very solid. I don't know if you can see, but it looks like there's a material covering it, and as you press the buttons, I think this is going to struggle. Well, that's interesting. There seems to be like a left and right to the space bar. It looks like you can press that side down and that side down. That's going to be interesting. If that's the case, that's going to be quite interesting. Oh, it looks. Oh, they all rock. This is like rocking. They kind of. That's interesting. When I press it this side goes up. I'm not sure about that. You can set this material. I guess it makes it completely splash proof. And I get we buy these things on the hope that we'll have a situation where we're sort of sitting in Starbucks and we could sit there creating the next most massive movie success ever, sitting there writing away. Oh, suddenly because I bought this, I'm going to be a creative genius, and of course you're not necessarily going to be a creative genius on the back end of just buying this. So I'm kind of looking. I'm not crazy about the material popping up and bubbling off, because it makes me think it might, the glue between the keys. If this is giving a little bit, when I press that, for example, there's a little bit of give there where it's kind of coming off away from the key. I don't know. You probably can't see that. I want to see if I can zoom this in for you. Let's see. Let me just zoom it right in. There you go. So where are we? So I don't know if you can see there, for example. You see how the material is coming off the board? Now is that going to spread into the bigger gaps? Is this going to become like one big bubble? But it's interesting, isn't it? I mean, how that is doing that. I'm not mental crazy about that. I've got my reservations about that. I don't trust it, but we shall see. It's just a matter of testing and a bit of time. So let's put the iPad on here. So the process of attaching the iPad is pretty simple. I will take the current, my iPad screen's all filthy. I'll take the current thing off. And it's just the same as their standard. And that's now sitting there. Now the first thing I notice is the angle is, I would rather it was more of a steeper angle. But I can't do anything about that apart from wedge something back here. Oh, it's already talking to it. Just let's put in my code. Oh, it's massive. Hold on, delete. I don't know my code. Okay, well, I think that sort of qualifies for an unboxing. I've given you my initial impressions as well. I'm not crazy about the material on this. I don't trust that this is going to stay intact. It feels like it's a bunch of cardboard keys sitting in a cardboard housing, covered with a cheap piece of nylon. That's how it feels. I'm being realistic with you, but I'm a very negative person, so it's possibly I'm just being that. I need to give it a bit of a trial run and see how I go. But at the moment, I'm thinking, why not just get one of these covers and a wireless keyboard? I've yet to see the benefit of this, but one thing that I do really appreciate is the fact that it has arrow keys down here, which are brilliant. So I can now move around the cursor, which you can't do on the screen. Well, you can, but it's incredibly faffy. Okay, that's what I would qualify as being an unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it.